Let's see this equation. This is a polynomial degree 3 equation. So it's cubic and we have 4 terms. So that reminds us maybe we want to use perfect cube. So remember, if we have a minus b cubed, and that can be expanded as a cubed, then minus or plus, right? Either minus or plus. Let's figure out which one. So we do a square. Oh, we need coefficient 3 for the second term. Right, 3a squared, then b. Well, b is negative b. Right. So basically, we have the first one to the highest power, a cubed, then plus 3 times a squared, because this reduce the first one power reduce a squared. Then the second one power increases. So I have negative b raised by 1. Then plus 3 raised by a, because 3a cubed, a squared, then a to the first power. Then negative b squared, negative b to the first power, negative b to the second power. Then plus negative b raised by q. So this actually is a binomial theorem with a degree n. Okay. So how do we get this 3? By building something called a Pascal's triangle. Pascal's triangle. Let me use this one. Pascal's triangle is doing this. Okay, start with this 1. Then first layer, then second layer, 1, put 1 on the bottom left and on the bottom right. Then keep putting 1s. But now, because we have this, so 1 plus 1, this gives us 2. Then putting 1 on that side. Keep putting 1 on each side. Then 1 plus 2 give us 3. 2 plus 1 give us 3. And then putting another one here. So what does it represent? The first layer represents a plus b to the 0 power. Right, that just equals to 1. Then to the second power, a plus b to the first power. First power equals to a plus b. So this 1 is a coefficient for this. This 1 is a coefficient for this. And this layer is a plus b raised by 2. That's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And this one is coefficient of the first term. This one is coefficient of the second term. And this one is coefficient of the third term. And this one is a plus b raised by 3. So we get a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. And this one is coefficient of this one. This coefficient of this. The next 3 is coefficient of that. Then this 1 is coefficient of that. So it's Pascal's triangle. And then the pattern is if we have a plus b to the nth power, we'll start with a to the nth power. Then the next term will be a n minus 1. Well, of course, we have some coefficient, let's say 8. Then b raised by 1. Then this pattern keeps going. So in short, we can write it like this. So I start from 0 to n summation sign. And the coefficient, how do we get a coefficient? It's n out of n, choose I actually. But if we use Pascal's triangle, we'll get this pattern. Or we can use a combination. Out of n, choose I. Then the first term goes descending order. So we choose n minus I. And the second term goes ascending order, which means b raised by I. Right, I goes from 0 to n. So you see the first term, we have out of n choose 0. So how many ways of out of n choose 0? Choose nothing. And that's one way to do it. Okay, so this is a shorthand of binomial theorem. So we use this to expand this. So this gives us a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. We see that's for our, let me use this. For this given problem, our a is x, our b is -1. Okay, that's enough space. Right? You see, in our case, a equals to x and b equals to, actually not -1, b1, because I didn't use plus, I used minus here, a minus b. Well, a minus b is a plus -b, right? I can write as, I can think as a plus -b. So my first term is a, the second term is -b. So in this case, b equals to 1, right? So that's why we have a cubed, which is x cubed, minus 3a squared, because b is just 1, then plus 3a times -1 squared, still 1, then minus -1 cubed, still -1. So that means we can write this equation as, rewrite this equation as a perfect cube, which is x minus 1 raised by 3. X minus 1 raised by 3 equals to 0. Well, cubic root both sides. 0 cubic root of 0, still 0, which means 0 raised by 3 is still 0. And this side will get just x minus 1. Plus 1 on both sides, so x equals to 1. Well, let's plug in to try, right? X equals 1, we'll get this term to be 1. Then x equals 1, this term is -3. And next term is plus 3, then -1. Indeed, that's 0. Okay, that's this question. We use binomial theorem. We use a perfect cube.